I mean, there's no doubt there's going to be changes around when the team misses the playoffs for the third year in a row. I think it's disappointing that we didn't learn, I think, from the previous 2 years that we need to come out with a stronger effort up until Christmas. You know, I think both the last 2 years where we missed the playoffs, we had very similar seasons to the one we had this year, where we struggled to Christmas and then we kind of realized the urgency, seems like, or we for some reason played a lot better after Christmas but a little too late, and we didn't learn the lesson from the previous 2 years, and we ended up in the same situation this year. So I mean, there's going to be changes for all of us. I think we know that, and whoever comes in here is going to look at this team, and obviously there's going to be a lot of things going on from now on.
Having said that, Cliff had said that he would like you back. What's your...
well, I haven't. I mean, I don't know. I keep repeating myself, but I haven't. Just like last summer, I am going to play this season out. There's 4 more games left. I'm going to prepare, and we're going to try to be as good as we can be the last 4 years. I mean, the last 4 games of this season. We owe that to our fans that keep supporting us and going through the tough times with us. And I'll see what happens after that. I haven't made any decisions about next year.
Would you ever consider, if you wanted to playing anywhere else, or if you do play, would it be here?
I mean, I want to play here, and I always said I want to finish my career as a Toronto Maple Leaf, and that hasn't changed. Saying that, though, you know, I understand the position that the team is in and that myself is in. Like you said, you missed the playoffs 2 years and then a third year in a row. That's I mean, everybody's screaming for changes and something to happen. So we'll see this summer what's going to happen with the team and with myself too.
For you personally, when that final buzzer sounded in Boston, what went through your head?
I mean, I think right away after a game like that, you're so up into the game and all that. I think the disappointing really sets in a little bit after. You know, you fight through a long season. I mean, whether you miss the playoffs or go to the playoffs, I think you put it the best you can into a season, and as players, I think the disappointment sinks in more. You know, once the playoffs starts and you realize that you go through a long season to try to get there, and that's when the real season starts, you're not part of it. That's when it kind of feels worse.
Mats, you touched on this. Are these last 4 games for the fans?
I think we, as players, owe the fans 82 great games in the regular season and the best of our efforts. And when you're out of the playoffs, you can find a lot of different reasons or think that you're not going to be able to play up to par. But I think as professional athletes, we are going to try to win these last 4 games and be the best we can be. We have 3 of them at home, and hopefully we can give our fans something to cheer about.
Matt, when do you have to make the decision about next year, just to be ready and do your summer workouts and so on? When would that all have to start?
I don't know. I think that's one of the things when you're 37-year-old and you play, as I did, sign a year at a time. I think you give yourself that chance to really, as I said, make a good decision about your future as a player. And I'm going to certainly try to evaluate my own game and what I want to do for next season. But I mean, it's sometime in the summer. It won't be late summer.
Do you feel 37?
I do. Today I do, for sure.
How did the groin hold up, Mats?
It was fine. There's no pain or anything. It felt good, actually. It's a little. I mean, anytime you have an injury, it's a little weaker. But in terms of skating and all that, I'm not concerned about it.
Just from a trusting it standpoint, maybe that as far as that was the first game test, and now that you know you can trust it going forward and playing these 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, I want to play the last 4 games, and as I said, the groin has nothing to do. I mean, it didn't hamper my performance last night, so it shouldn't be a problem now.
Your points production, the fact that you had a lot of different line mates. I mean, in terms of that was that encouraging?
You mean the season? You mean?
Yeah.
I mean, as disappointing as it is in the playoffs, it's I've had fun playing hockey this year, and I did last year too. And I talked about it before. I think I'm at the stage of my career where I realize my career is not going to last forever, and so saying that. I've enjoyed coming to the rink and playing the games. I think that has helped my production too.
Will it go through your mind, that last game in Montreal, that because everything's still up in the air, that it could be your last game as a Leaf?
We'll see. I mean, we're not there yet, but I haven't thought that way yet, and we'll see. We'll see what happens in Montreal, but we're going to play Montreal twice and Ottawa once, and so it's going to be some fun games to play, I think, for us, and we got to make sure that we play some good hockey.